Yes, hello everybody, here Rene again. This is my second part about black metal of the letter A. But I'm going to show you some vinyls and some CDs that I didn't show in the first part. Yes, the thing is that I was going to make more parts, to be honest, from the letter A, because I have a lot of tapes too, and more vinyl and more CDs. But I just thought it's going to be too long. That's why I will make maybe in the future some videos showing my demo tapes and other tapes that I own from black metal. But that will be just in a separate video, you know, or like, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But quickly I'm going to start with the band, I don't know if I spell it right, AVZHIA. I mean, I don't know exactly how you spell the name of this band. AVSKY, I think. And they are from Sweden. They were formed in the year 2000, and this was their debut album, Mass Destruction. You know, it's a raw black metal that I really like, because they mix very well the first wave of black metal. You know, you can really hear that they're influenced by all those bands like Bathory, for example, Hellhammer, early Samael. You know, those type of bands. You know, Ancient Rites from the demo and the first 7-inch. You know, they are really influenced by those bands, but also they're influenced by bands like Dark Throne and other bands from the second wave of black metal. And I really like this album. You know, I think it's a must-have. You know, they also released first some demos, and then they released this album finally in 2007. See? Maybe I'm going to show you a little more the insides too, but I always forget that. Okay, the next band is AVZHIA. Again, I don't know if I say it right. AVZHIA. And they were from Mexico. And this is their debut album. This is from 1996. It said, yes, I think so, 1996. And this is, of course, like I said, a Mexican band. And they're very much influenced by Graveland. You know, mid-90s Graveland. You know, that type of black metal. I really like this band. They don't sound like Mexicans, you know, or South American bands. You know, they got nothing to do with Morbosidad, or they had nothing to do with a band like Mystifier from Brazil, for example. They had more this South American raw black death metal. You know, like really cool. And this is just more like, you know, more European black metal. That really reminds me of Graveland. Okay, a band I already named in this video is Ancient Rites from Belgium, and they started like a black metal band, but later they put more and more folk elements into their music. But the first two albums, you know, they're really must-haves, I think. You know, if you like old Samael, even early Tiamat, I think you will like this band too, because they have a lot of death metal too, and a lot of thrash metal in their early releases. Later they changed style, and I don't like them so much anymore. Okay, the next band I want to show is ALNAMROOD. I don't know if I say it right, but they're from Saudi Arabia, and they mix black metal with oriental folk parts. I think it's a very special mix. This is from 2008, and this is limited to 1,000 copies. This was their first ever release. You know, and after this they released some more records. ACHERON, I don't know if I say ACHERON. In Spain we say ACHERON, but of course I think it's ACHERON. I mean, this band started also like more like a black metal band. Especially the first demo is like nearly pure black metal. Of course later they changed more into death metal. And albums like Chomali, for example, this one, or other stuff that I own, it's more death metal. But this one, the first demo that's on this compilation, because here we have old recordings by ACHERON, and the first demo is very much black metal. I really like it. Okay, another band that starts very much like a black metal band, but later changed more into thrash metal, it's dirty thrash metal, is ABIGAIL from Japan. And this is their first ever release from 1993. This is an original pressing. You know, for sure later it was re-released, but I bought this actually around that time. And from then on I start following these bands. I also own some stuff on tape by them, and I own some vinyls. But of course, this is not more. This maybe has still some black metal. This is their first full-length album. But later, you know, like on the split album, for example, with Sabbath, or with this one with Barbatos, you know, two members from Abigail are also Barbatos band members. You know, the two same guys. But they didn't sound like black metal anymore on these releases. You know, all the stuff I own by them. But I own the demo, of course. It's like black metal. Some live recordings from those days, they were black metal. And of course this 7-inch single is dirty, raw black metal that I really, really like. It's really good. Okay, another band I want to show you. It's a French band. And the band name is AFFLICTIC LENTAE. And this is a compilation. I also own some tapes by them, and I think an older CD, From Nothing to Nothing. And this had the first album on, Saint Office. And Saint Office, it's a raw and fast and violent black metal. It's an unholy black metal. If you like Blasphemy, Archcode, Primigenium, Procreation, I mean, I think you will like this release too. And then we have also Intolerance Death Squad, that's a demo. And they sound less unholy, less raw and more controlled. You know, because the first, I mean the Saint Office, the album that's on here, sounds very, like I already named the bands that they sound alike. But they sound very chaotic and very not controlled at all. But the demo is more controlled. Really a good release. And the last one I'm going to show is Apocalyptic Rites from Brazil, from Rio de Janeiro. This was their second album. You know, I also have the first album on CD. Only Death is Real, I think that was the name of that album. But this one's from 2002. On vinyl, I like to show some vinyls. And these guys later I think changed the name to, they took the K away and they put just the C. And of course you can see by seeing the cover and the name of the band, of course, they were big Hellhammer fans. You know, what Warhammer was doing in Europe, these guys were doing in South America. You know, like worshipping Hellhammer, you know, to the bone. But still the songs are very cool. I really like this release and also the first album. Okay, this is all the black metal I want to show in letter A. I hope so you like it. In the future I will put a B, C, D, E on and etc. Okay, stay metal everybody.